No foul play, but also no cause yet in the death of Michael Jackson. The King of Pop went into cardiac arrest yesterday and died at the age of 50. Tonight, the coroner says more tests are needed to find out what caused his death exactly. Earlier today, police released the 911 call from inside Jackson's rental home, made when he stopped breathing.
We need him.
Yes, we're already on our way there. We're on our way. I'm going to do as much as I can to help you over the phone. We're already on our way. Did anybody see him?
Yes, we have a personal doctor here with him, sir.
Oh, you have a doctor there?
Yes, but he's not responding to anything. No, he's not responding to CPR or anything.
Jackson was taken to UCLA Medical Center just a mile or so away from the home that he was renting, where medical personnel spent an hour trying to save him. It will be several weeks before a cause of death can be determined, but family members are blaming an overdose on the powerful painkiller Demerol for his death. Mourners are gathering around the country, including in Jackson's hometown of Gary, Indiana, and that's where 24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks is live tonight. Leon?
Sue, good evening to about 100 folks out here still celebrating Michael Jackson's life and mourning at the same time. It is kind of a bittersweet mood as we've seen dancing, we've seen music, of course, to commemorate the man who was born in this town, lived here as in his early childhood. This is the home where the Jackson 5 was born. You can see a memorial has been set up in the front there. There were some candles there, flowers, and as well as stuffed animals placed there. One of the neat things also has been the diversity of the people we've seen here. We've seen people from all walks of life, young, old, all different races. Very descriptive of Michael Jackson's fan base. And we've determined over the past couple of days, so many of us noticing about who Michael Jackson is. It depends on who you are. And we've learned today who Michael Jackson is, Gary, Indiana style.
He was a miracle walking among us. He's going to be your children's will always listen to Michael Jackson.
King of Pop, legend, the father of the moonwalk, musical genius. We've heard them all. But here in Gary, Indiana, Michael Jackson has a whole different meaning.
This is him right here. This is where he is, right here. All of us is Michael Jackson. We are Michael.
And an even different meaning for Brenda Cheek.
Michael, as a kid growing up, as a child growing up, Michael, he was a very nice young man, I thought.
That's right, she was the girl across the street. She knew Michael before most any of us, before he was, and before his life turned turbulent, before he was accused of molesting children and lawsuits were placed against him.
It didn't really actually affect me so much because I didn't believe it.
For her, the best memories aren't of the accused criminal or the acclaimed king.
He used to crack jokes a lot, but he was so much fun. Growing up with the family, I had no idea that Michael would be the king of pop.
Brenda and her family were one of the Jackson 5's original audiences.
All the talent shows, they always, won first place, That's when I realized, I said, wow, we got talent in the neighborhood.
Ah, yes, the talent shows, nestled near downtown Grand Rapids, perhaps one of the first that, didn't exactly want Michael and the crew to succeed.
When you saw him first perform at the talent show, what were your thoughts then?
I hope those little kids don't win. That's what I was thinking, but they were so good, and the crowds were screaming. I knew they were going to win.
At her hometown high school in Gary, she was one of the unlucky ones that rivaled Jackson on his way to the top, on his way to becoming Gary, Indiana's hometown point of pride, and to the rest of the world, one of the few that we call the king of a genre. Again, back here live outside of Michael Jackson's childhood home. The mayor, of course, still having big plans as far as how this city will remember Michael Jackson. He has asked publicly that Michael Jackson's body be brought here so that a memorial service can be held here for Michael Jackson. He has even bigger plans for the house behind me. It is planned to have this house moved into a museum to be and have it restored as well. No one living in this home now, and obviously thankful because of the crowd that has gathered out here. Reporting live in Gary, Indiana, Leon Hendricks, 24-Hour News 8.